Jake, if we look back to last week, first of all, an iffy 60 minutes, Oldham put lots of points on the board, but the final 20 minutes was dominated by Cornwall. You hoping that we take that into this weekend's game against Hunslet?
Yeah, absolutely. It's those positives that we need to take in. It was a frustrating 50 or so minutes, I think, from the first half and going into the second half. But we put those things right, we switched on, and it's that we need to take in. Because the game doesn't get any easier going up against Hunslet, but we've shown that we can play with the ball, we can defend, and we can work hard for each other. So yeah, those are the qualities that we'll be looking to take into this week.
For you personally, another 80-minute performance. Just how tough is it out there in that middle and to play 80 minutes?
Yeah, it can be a dark place to be at times, but rugby league's an easy game when you've got the ball in hand. So again, going into those last 20-25 minutes, I think it's a lot easier to play. But yeah, keep taking the games as they come, and as always, grateful for the opportunity to play anyway.
On paper, Hunslet look a little bit like Oldham, another side that are very, very big in the middle, very physical. Is that what you're expecting on Saturday? Another very physical encounter? Yeah,
they're a big side. We know that. I don't think there's going to be any surprise there, but we're going into training fully prepared what we're coming up against, and we just need to work hard and work for each other and put in the effort, and I think we won't be too far off.
The chat in the dressing room after the Oldham game was almost like the season begins now for us. Has it been frustrating, the stop-start nature of the game so far this year?
It's really frustrating. There's no real sense of form that comes into it until this point in the season where we've got back-to-back games. It's easier for little niggles to creep in because you're not as match fit as ideally we would be. But yeah, we can really kick on now, find a bit of rhythm and finally get to work with each other on a week-by-week basis, and I think that's only going to get better from here. So yeah, big part of the season coming up, and I think will work in our favour.
We pushed Hunslet close here last year, raced into a lead, they came back, and again we finished strongly. The recurring theme here is an 80-minute performance, isn't it? Do you think if we put an 80-minute performance together, we have enough to match Hunslet and possibly even beat them as well?
Totally, like we've said, we've shown sort of in glimpses of so far this season, the second half against Midlands, the last 25 minutes against Oldham, we can defend hard and we can put in that effort, and with the ball, it's not an issue. We've seen so far with Ruslan and Cam Brown that we can get around the field really well. We can play some really nice rugby. So yeah, an 80-minute performance is a minimum requirement for us now. It comes down to the very first whistle.
Jake, finally, I've got to ask you this as someone who was born and raised in Leigh. The Leigh Leopards, the rebrand, and all the furore and hullabaloo around that, but actually it's been a breath of fresh air for Super League. As a proud man from Leigh, how do you feel that that's gone for Leigh?
You know what, probably like a lot of people, a little sceptical, a little unsure, but I think it's been a bit of a masterstroke. I know me personally, I'm spotted leopard print everywhere. So as a brand perspective, it's like I said, been a bit of a masterstroke. But it's amazing to be able to keep up with them and see how well they're doing in Super League. I'm just gutted a few times. I've not been there at the LSV to watch a few of the games, but I'm fully behind the Leopards.
Jake, thanks ever so much. Best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you very much.